Good evening. Good evening, good evening, good evening, good evening. Let me tell y'all something. This your boy Marquez Miller. I just came on, so I know some people are not have not gotten aboard yet, and that's fine. I was spending some quality time with one of my brothers, and I had nearly almost forgotten. I have really forgotten that I was doing this live tonight. Like my segment prison passages. But even though I do the prison passages, let me explain to y'all. And I'm not gonna drive too far with this light on. So I'm gonna do this entire segment in my car. I'm gonna eventually get somewhere and park so I can sit with the light on, and then that way y'all can see me and everything. So let me tell you, I was sitting with my brother. Let me dust this off a little bit so y'all can see me a little better. See, my lens was dirty. So, like I said, I had plumb forgotten, but an alert came up on my phone, and that's when I give myself my notices, and it alerted me 5 minutes before it was time for my live. And I was able to get started. So, as you all already know what I'm discussing, I said that I was going to start doing multiple topics. Excuse me, instead of just talking about my time in prison all the time, I'm going to do different topics, different discussions. I want to try to make my live streams more open topics where everyone can relate and engage in the lives and give your point of views, because I want everyone to be able to know that I'm reaching everyone and their subject. And tonight I want to talk about parenting out of wedlock, baby mama and daddy drama, and government assistance issues and so forth. Now, I'm gonna get somewhere where I can park so people can comment while on here. So hold on. I really need to get somewhere because I need to change my settings for a moment. So basically, let me start off like this. The parenting out of wedlock. Now, I see so much baby mama and baby daddy drama, the way the hood people say it. That's my baby mama. That's my baby daddy. They don't say, that's the mother of my child. That's the father of my child. And man, my baby mama. Man, my baby daddy. And so we're going to keep it on that level because that's the crowd that I want to reach. So let me turn this light off for a minute because I don't want to drive with that light on and the police get me. So let me start off like this. Personally, I believe that before you bring a child into this world, this is just personally my opinions. Before you bring a child into this world, you should be married and stabilized. The worst thing I feel like when you're not married, a lot of times, not all the time, but a lot of times, and you bring a child into this world out of wedlock, you're going to have some issues, some drama. And it's usually with the custody issues and custody problems that's going on between the two parents. Now, the reason I came about this was because of this. I saw a video. Hold on. I'm gonna turn up in here and then I'm gonna sit for a minute because I need to change my settings because I don't think I have it on where people can communicate. I actually saw a video where this brother and the mother of his child were arguing. She was sitting in the back seat of his car and would not get out. And the child was being held by, by one of their mothers. Hold on. Start a Q&A. So the young man and his mother, the young man and his baby mother got into it. And he was saying that he had not seen his child, and the child appeared to be a baby. He had not seen his child for like weeks. And that the mother had been keeping his child away from him. He appeared to be a very good father. He appeared to want to be in his child's life. But what I see a lot of time, and he was telling her to get up out of his vehicle, and she didn't want to leave. She would not get out of the vehicle. And it was very volatile. And the only person that hurts the most is the child in those situations, because you have the parents who are at odds with one another, and then they're constantly arguing with one another, and there's no resolution. The baby mama don't want to turn the child over to the father. She's telling the child, especially if the child is a boy, when the child gets of age, you just like your no good ass daddy. And talks bad to him, treats him badly, and all types of stuff. Then a lot of times the father, he gets tired and frustrated because he's trying his best to see his child, and the mother of the child wants to constantly just keep him away. But when she wants money, she's always got her hand out. Now, I have a homeboy that has that he has a baby by. And that's how he describes her. I'm not going to say his name, but I remember years ago when he brought her to my house. And this is no joke. This is no lie. He brought her to my house. And I'm a pretty good judge of character. And she sat down. I asked her, did she want anything to drink? Water, soda, a cocktail, whatever. I'm being very hospitable. And I think I fixed her a drink. And my homeboy went to the bathroom. So I sat in there and I talked to her for a little bit, got to know her. And after they left, he called me and he said, what do you think? I told him frankly, just like this, I said, nope, leave her alone. She's crazy. He started laughing. He was like, man, I ain't even messing with her. She ain't got no ass. I said, well, why you bring over here for me to meet her? Man, I'm gonna tell you, I'm gonna be honest with you. She's a paymaster. She pays the bills. I said, bro, that's not gonna work good for you. I said, do not do that. And needless to say, he ended up having a baby by her. And he will probably tell you to this day, for the child, it was a beautiful thing because the child is beautiful. But as far as being with her or having any dealings with her, and her meaning the baby mama, worst mistake he could have ever made. She uses the baby as a pawn. He pays child support. And he wants to be in his child's life. Loves his child. His child loves him. Child looks just like him, head and all. There's no way possible he can say that that is not his child. That child looks just like him all the way from the head and face. Everything, smile and everything. But the baby mama done had, I think, 3 more children, 3 or 4 more children. And they're all by different dudes. They're all by different dudes. And my homeboy buys his child clothes, brand new clothes, that end up missing when he goes back to get his child 2 or 3 weeks later. And I say 2 or 3 weeks later instead of 1 week, because the baby mama will ask him for some money. She will call him or text him and say, I need $20 or I need $30 for, and she'll say the child's name. No, you don't. No, you don't. This man already pays child support. He gives the money to your mama to make, because your mama does the money right. And you think you're going to use the child's father by getting some extra money. No. Go to one of those other 3 baby daddies that you get, or 4 baby daddies that you get. Get the money from them. See, that's why I've always said, fellas, do not ever get with a woman that already has kids by another dude. I mean, some people are not going to approve of that. Some people are not going to like that I said that. Oh, well. That is a death trap. I'm sorry. But when you get involved with a woman that has multiple kids by another dude or multiple dudes, you're asking for problems. One, the kids are going to be most of the time, not all the time, but most of the time going to be very disrespectful to you, especially if their father is in their life. Now, I don't want to be with no woman that has kids by a dude or dudes, and that dude or dudes are in their children's lives. Because that means that when I'm over at the house, or if I'm staying there, which is also another mistake, you are going to have the father or fathers of the kids coming over. And sometimes folks do pop-ups. It is just a pet peeve of mine that if I was to be with a woman, which I'm not, but I'm just saying, if I was, she can't have no kids, period, point blank. She can't have no kids. And I don't want to have any kids by no woman out here. Do I want to have kids? Yes. But if I have any, they will be by surrogacy. Now, for those of you who don't know what surrogacy is, that means that I go to a sperm bank or what have you, and I pick out who I want to have my child. We do a contract, and a female is impregnated with my sperm. She gets pregnant, she carries said baby for 9 months. When she has said baby, she turns said baby over to me. Period, point blank. We never meet. We never meet. It's like we go to a vending machine and we pick out the ingredients on who she is and what she's like. That way I know what characteristics this woman has. She's not a serial killer. She's not bipolar. She's not manic depressed. She's not schizoid or any of that. She doesn't have sickle cell trait or anything. And I'm just using that as an example. She doesn't have heart disease, congestive heart failure, whatever. She doesn't have any type of, those are the characteristics that I'm looking for. And then once I find that this woman is very intelligent, she has a PhD, she does this, she does that. And the thing you're asking is, well, what is she getting out of this? She gets paid. She gets paid to carry that baby. Now, how much money she gets paid, I don't know that right off the bat, but she gets paid. And she has that baby and turns said baby over to me, and then that is my child. I take my child and I move out of state, wherever I'm going to, and I take care of my child by myself. That's how I would have a child if I was to have children. I am not going to have any kids by any of these women in this lifetime, because most of y'all are fucked up. I'm just gonna say it. Most of y'all are fucked up. And you know you're fucked up. Now, that's not saying all of y'all are, because truth be told, y'all know a lot of y'all are fucked up. And a lot of us men are fucked up. And that's the reason two fucked up motherfuckers shouldn't be having no kids with one another. Excuse me. Because then the kid gonna be fucked up. Somebody gotta be sane and have common sense. Both of you should. But then, the way things are, when for a woman to get child support, she has, or get government assistance, she has to put the father on child support. Now, if he's not working because of whatever reason, then he runs the risk of getting arrested and going to jail. And let's say this brother does not have a criminal background. Now, he runs the risk of getting a criminal background. All because this woman wants to have a baby and y'all are not married, out of wedlock, and y'all were not financially stable to take care of this child. Now President Trump has signed into law where the person who is obtaining child support can no longer file the child on his or her taxes. So if the man is paying child support to the woman, then the man gets to file the child and the child support that he's paid on his taxes, as it should be. For years, for decades, y'all women have been double and triple dipping. Y'all would get child support, government assistance, that includes tea, half your rent, if not most of your rent paid, food stamps or SNAP benefits. And then when taxes came to file, you would file the child on your taxes. And the man that's paying all this, he ain't getting back anything because he can't file the child. But now he can. And I'm so thankful. I'm so glad that Trump passed that law for the fathers. Because these baby mamas are out of control. Now, here in Arkansas, you have Governor Sarah Huckabee Sanders, who is on a tirade to get individuals off of housing and get up and go back and go to work. Get people off Medicaid, get up, get a job, go to work. Get people off of SNAP, get up, get a job, go to work. Can't get your unemployment benefits unless you're working part-time, enrolled in school, doing volunteer work, or you're a stay-at-home mom taking care of your child. Those are the only ways that you will be able to remain on Medicaid, SNAP, T, government assistance with housing, or what have you. And people are applying for jobs out here, but jobs are not hiring. A lot of jobs are not hiring. They say they're hiring. You fill out an application, we'll get back with you. Get back with me isn't happening. Don't know what the heck is going on with we'll get back with you. So this is not a long video on this topic. I think I've touched on everything that needed to be said. Pretty much, it's a 30-minute video. A lot of people might like it, some might not like it. I ask you to comment. If you like it, put the thumbs up, leave a comment. If you don't like it, put the thumbs down, leave a comment. Also, to help me grow and to be able to become better and do better, hit that subscribe button and also hit the notification bell so you can get notified. Also, I will be telling you this. I've got some positive things coming to the podcast. I might be connecting with a young lady here in Little Rock where her and I will be in studio doing a podcast together. Some of you will know her, some of you will not, but I promise you the show and information will be entertaining. I spoke with her today and we decided that it sounded extremely promising. And her and I, we still have some collaboration to do, but I'm 99.9% sure it's going to happen. So you all just stick with me. As I told you, I'm growing. I'm learning more and more with this, how to do this. So I don't have it all the way down. I don't have my professional backdrop and everything and banner and so forth, and the equipment of a podcast at home with the monitors and the mics and everything. I'm going to get to that. Trust me, I will. But I just need y'all to stick with me. Okay? So again, hit that subscribe button. Give me a thumbs up or a thumbs down. Post a comment. And hit that notification bell so you can get notified when I'm making live stream. So until then, y'all take care. And as I always say, until next time, God bless your hearts and all your parts.